Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Spy Family, Episode 7.
Last episode was,
Yes.
just delight.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Anya, good luck. Good luck, soldier.
Ganmate.
Yes.
Yes, we salute you.
Yor has trained you well, and she has taught you restraint. You know, you had a bit
That's
of a
good.
lapse of restraint last episode, but I think, you know, all things considered, that went pretty well.
Henderson is in your corner, but he is not going to bend all forms of elegance against or for you.
Right.
So,
He was pretty fair in that, yes, there were extenuating circumstances, but you did still hit a kid. So,
right. So basically, what he has basically levied against her is that he will not give her any like blank check favors or what have you. He's still going to, as he said, like, you know, whip those rugrats into shape. And so he demands elegance.
He demands elegance, but
he will listen to, you know, context.
Exactly, right. Because, you know, he knows that things can be elegant that he might not have otherwise expected.
And in some ways, you know, he might resonate with the desire to punch someone in the face, you know, when their elegance goes down a bit.
What? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know
what
why.
you could mean.
But yeah, I guess that's the thing. So let's get into this Eden College stuff. And without further ado, let's just waddle right into it. Breakfast.
東西平和を脅かす危険人物、ドノバン・デズモンド、アーニャを入学させることには成功した。
しかし、
優秀な生徒に送られる特待生になる必要がある。あのエリート校でそれをなすのは容易ではない。
Yeah, what is the average age of the Imperial Scholars?
ダミアンとの間に交友関係
But that went up in flames yesterday.
Yep.
期待してのものだったが、入学初日にその彼を殴り、中は最悪。
Oh no.
諦めるのはまだ。
Hello, anxiety, my old friend.
Yep.
Alright, phase 2, baby. Oh.
Yes.
なんだかんだ3人の生活も馴染んできたな。
Oh.
気にしてんのか。怒らないから出てこい。これからは喧嘩しないよう気をつければいいさ。ほら元気出せ。
お優しいです。
今後の対策に思考を費やす方が建設的だからな。子が嫌になって行きたくないと言い出されたら困る。順風満帆な学園生活を送ってもらわね。これから学校でちゃんとダミアン君に謝るんだぞ。
Oh.
行ってきます。
Okay.
頼んだぞアーニャ。世界に平和がかかっている。
アーニャ頑張る。
But there are some things even Anya can't do.
And immediately, yeah. Oh, Becky, cool.
お嬢様。
Miss Rich Girl.
お城に住んでる？そんなわけないでしょ。
Oh.
一緒に送り迎えしてあげてもいいわよ。アーニャ
Wow.
お嬢様になれる。にするとは。
Oh.
ちゃんと謝るんだぞ。
She's gonna show how mature she is.
アーニャ昨日。授業。
Oh no!
喋ったってば。
You'll catch their stupid.
Wow.
World peace! Yes! Oh my god!
多すぎな。
Ah!
デズモンドグループはビジネスパートナーだったはず。
Ah.
Plan C!
我々の作戦の妨害が
Oh, no way. No way. No, no, no. No.
どうしても今日中に和解させねば。
Right.
ここでしょ。
Yep, yep,
Uh-huh.
yep.
殴りかかってきたんだろ。やばくね。すげえ迷惑。学校怖い。で浅はかよね。
Yeah.
な情報でしか物を見ないっていうか。頭いい人？そんなことないけど。っていうかお前じゃなくて。
Right.
Yeah.
ちゃんとしてるもんね。大丈夫な気
Yeah.
がする。
Becky is
Okay.
awesome.
やんないんすかダミアン様
Oh, Damian sama.
何不自由なく育て
Yes, go into it. Go into it.
兄貴にさえビタれたことなかった初めて味わわされたこんな
Oh no.
Wait. Wait.
Uh,
I have an
yeah,
idea. You know what I'm
'cause
thinking, right?
he did kind of crush on her when he first saw her.
Yeah. Oh no, she's tuning out.
初日の一限目で居眠りとは。
起きろ。あ、次男。
Second son.
に謝らないと。次男に謝らないと。平穏な学校。
Hey, there's
Oh
there's
my
Lloyd
God,
out.
yeah.
でも
No.
大丈夫。味方だから守ってあげるわ。じゃあいいか。
いやよくない。
Oh.
謝罪の必要性を伝えねば。
Understood.
Oh, cool. Science is outside. Nice. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Oh, you must. Oh, that's
Wow.
amazing.
I can't read.
Sorry. Wow.
教科書だけなんか違う。
Holy
Oh my
shit,
God.
Lloyd. You need to chill.
Yeah, there's such a thing as too much.
Yeah. Whoa, so many choices.
及ばないでしょう。
And there he is again.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God.
At this point, Anya should just be like, Dad, I can read minds. You don't need to do this.
謝らないといいってば。悪いのはあいつらじゃん。
Oh my God.
突き放さなくては。
至急 A と楽天大至急。
謝るチャンス。
Yep, perfect.
All right.
No, no.
黙れお前ら。
He's going to apologize.
Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe not.
前にすると言葉に詰まる。
Doki doki.
Yeah, yeah.
なんだ。
He
my
likes
God.
her.
Oh my God.
He likes her.
なんか寒気するから早く謝って逃げよう。
Oh my God. They're
No.
both going to speak at the same time. You can do this. Oh, she's crying. Oh. I wish to protect.
号泣するほど反省を。
Oh.
偉いぞあれ。よく謝った。
Your acting is so good.
ダミアン様、顔真っ赤ですよ。
Oh my God.
こいつは俺に逆らったんだ。
Go, go. Go, go. Yeah.
俺を見つめて。そういうのじゃない。解くんじゃない。この俺様がこんなすごい女に死んでも認めてたまるか。俺のプライドが許す。さすがダミアン様。
完全拒否だと。プラン B。
Now the question is, does Anya have the capacity to understand that he liked her?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big question
Yeah,
mark.
Becky.
Oh,
分母が3になって
okay.
1だな。
少し休憩にしませんか。
Math makes her brain steam up. Yeah.
デズモンド家と懇意になるプラン B。
We need to go for the Plan A Imperial Scholar bit. Yeah.
特待生になるための可能性を少し。
I think we're gonna have to go for Plan C here and like.
夕方からのスパイアニメ見られないからな。
Oh, oh,
父の心読んで早く終わらせる。
特待生に進出するため。
oh no! His mind's thinking about something else though.
成績不振に娘がそれによって
母の心読む。この問題。
一緒に考えましょうか。1の5等分ってことで獅子と胴体をまずバラバラにし
Oh no!
でもそれだと首が邪魔になるから5って S と似てますよね。
Oh!
理解できんのかが理解できん。
Oh! How realistic is this? Just-
無理にやらせても良くないのでは。
特待生になるためにはもっと勉強を。
遊んでいることなのですか。
俺の任務の都合で。
yeah.
Uh-huh.
楽しく学校に通ってもらいたいです。今日は必要かもしれませんが、
まだ幼いあいつにとって関心の外に違いない。
よそのご家庭のことに差し出がましい口を。
Oh, you're part of the family now. You're.
ありがとう夜さ。どうにも冷静さを欠く。
休憩にしましょう。
Yeah.
お茶入れますね。
ここは入れたぞ。
おへそ曲げちゃいましたね。
Oh.
学校も頑張る。
幼い頃の弟を思い出します。
外務省勤務でしたよね。夜さんが勉強を見てあげてたんですか。
ユーリは私なんかより全然出来のいい子でしたので、方がいろいろと教わってました。
雲は昆虫じゃないんだよ。
ユーリはとっても物知りですね。いつも満面の笑みで。
Whoa.
次は歴史。
音楽しかったのか、服を
Oh.
And that's how he got motivated to learn, was so he could teach her.
認められることが
Yeah.
モチベーションにもなっていたのですね。
アーニャさんにとってそういう存在になれば良いのではないでしょうか。努力に対して褒めてあげるといいかもしれませんよ。
どうでしょうね。何せ本当の親ではないからな。まず俺が理想の父たるべきであった。
That's part of the mission. Yeah. You might have a lot to learn too.
Right.
として俺は
大丈夫です。アーニャさん言ってたじゃないですか。
Wow, she became a mind reader there for a second.
ロイドさんはアーニャさんにとって
Mm-hmm.
立派な父親です。
そう言っていただけるならありがたいです。
また他人の私が知ったような口を。
他人でもよその家族でもないです。
いや
フォージャー家の母親ですから
Right.
頼りにしています。
そうでした。
外ではちゃんと気をつけてくださいよ。アーニャの勉強を見てあげてください。
私なんかでよければ。
デズモンド一人を暗殺してそれでは真の解決には至らない。何を望んでいるか信頼を得てその地味で忍耐強い務めをこなしてこそのスパイアーニャを知ることからだ。ちょっとアーニャと話してきます。スパイアニメ始まる時間だぞ。もう一度勉強のやり方を見直そう。
Oh, she's studying. Yeah.
風邪ひくぞ。一人で勉強してたのか。
For his spy mission. Wait, what?
Right. Yeah.
Huh?
父親か。
Yeah, what does that even mean?
どんな気持ちなんだろうな。
Oh, okay.
That episode.
That
holy
was so
shit.
peaceful and
Yep.
quiet, and then the first half was just. Oh my
I
god!
love that
no.
Becky was like, "No, girl, don't apologize."
Yeah. That's their thing. But there was a possibility that he might have apologized. Like he was leading up to something as well.
Yeah.
But then he was overwhelmed by the cute to like
Right. Although he's already like several steps ahead of most anime protagonists because he was able to admit to himself that it's because of his pride.
Right, yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a huge step. But in some ways, Anya can't understand the feelings of the heart with her telepathy. She just felt a
Right.
vibe come off of him, and she's like, "Oh, I don't get that."
Yeah.
Which is cool because then.
If they don't understand it either, then
Well, right, but it means that his tsundere aspects of basically being like, "No, I'll never forgive you," but also
Right.
he, likes her. She won't be able to break through that immediately, meaning we can get some
Yep.
true dynamics between them as well of things being secrets that they hold from each other. You know?
exactly.
Oh.
全然家に帰れませんでした。前日のパーティーはどうでしたか？
Oh.
ていうかおめでとさん。
Oh no. Yes. Oh, this is
All right.
wonderful. Oh my god, I love this show.
This is so good.
All right. Oh, this was a great episode.
This is exactly the kind of shit I was hoping to get from this show.
Yeah,
Like,
and we got the wonderful, wholesome family shit, but
Yep,
we also got the resolution and also the next stage of things with Damien. Damien has a crush on her.
yep. And
Perfect.
right. Because of course a lot of those situations where it's like, I don't like this person as a kid. It's like,
Yeah. It punched me.
yeah.
It defied me. No
yeah.
one's ever done that before.
Well,
Wait.
staring into my eyes.
She's so demure. Her crying. She cares so deeply.
That was some good crying animation.
That was really sweet and cute. Yeah.
And it totally makes sense that would be something where then, yeah, like Anya's superpower is not always a superpower, right?
True.
She gets all of these feelings and doesn't really know what to do with them. And, and so, but as a result of that, she then had a genuine emotional outburst,
Yeah.
right? Which cut through everything else.
True.
Right? Now, Damien wasn't able to actually accept her apology or apologize himself, right? Because, he's got his own pride and things like that. And, but that did far better than any amount of I'm apologizing because I'm supposed to,
Right.
would have done. So
Well said.
awesome.
Yeah, so now, I mean, in some ways, Plan B is set up perfectly, in the long term. And it just needs to be given the time to flourish. Because over the course of time, I think he'll come to, be more open and accepting of his feelings and stuff.
Right.
And the more and more he's willing to think on that, the more Anya's going to catch on, which means then progress can be made in that regard.
Yeah, even if he does continue to call her names or something.
True.
I think he's going to start to catch on really quickly that
I mean,
it does.
she's going to catch on? Or?
No, he's going to catch on
Okay.
that his words hurt her.
Yes.
And he's going to be like, oh, I don't like that, right? And then he might even get to the point where he like is telling his friends like, no, don't do that, you know.
Yeah, and it can be the whole thing of Damien's a liar, but
okay, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had all of the stuff afterwards.
At home. The stuff at home was really sweet because Anya being overwhelmed with the pressure that Lloyd's putting on her totally makes sense. But also, given that this is an instance where her cheating isn't immediately applicable, she's really never dealt with that before.
Nope.
She usually can just rely on her power and then, get through most problems. But here it didn't work, so she's like, oh no,
what do I
don't
do?
want to do this, and she runs away. Perfect. Okay, cool. So this is now going to give the adults a bit of time to reflect, and then Anya some time to also be, alone with her own thoughts about this.
Right. Figure out what she's going to do. And I feel like this kind of episode could very easily go a bit more under the radar compared to like the previous episode or the episode before that, because they're just so bombastic and jam-packed with the awesome spy stuff and everything. And we did get some good spy stuff with Lloyd this episode. It was hilarious to see him just trying to...
Lloyd is putting so many on the nose things in front of her.
And Becky is constantly like thwarting, his attempts and everything.
To the point where he thinks that maybe she's on a mission from another spy set up in order to sabotage what they're doing here, which would be hilarious if that's actually the case.
And it's also just comedically wonderful that the super awesome spy is being thwarted by a 6-year-old that isn't even intending to thwart him. But then we get the situation where him and Yor get to talk about how they are going to raise Anya, basically. And it's something where the struggles and the conflicts that were brought up in that, I feel like are, in spite of all the spy stuff, they're very normal struggles for parents to have to go through.
For sure.
Okay, here's this thing where we want to make sure that our kid can succeed. But how do we get them to actually perform well?
For sure.
And well, hey, pressuring Anya didn't really work.
Nope.
But it also kind of did, because then when she was in her room, she ended up deciding to study, right? But, is that, even if it does work, is that the kind of approach that you want to take, right? Because she's not just someone that's helping you with a mission, right? She's your daughter. So how do you deal with that?
Yeah, how do you deal with that? How do you basically process the whole fact that, well, as a part of the mission, you need to play the role of a father. Doesn't mean you need to just play the role when you're out and about and in the public eye. That means also when you're near Anya as well. And it's actually especially important that it happens at the times where it's not in the public eye, because then Anya has the opportunity to respond in a way that is true to herself, rather than her keeping up her role. Because while he doesn't know that she knows about his mission, he can start to pick up the patterns that she feels more pressure when she's out in the public eye, just in general, because you absolutely walk under more pressure at that point as well. So she's going to mimic you. So Yor brought up some really good stuff about how this being something that, well, maybe she doesn't want that. And of course, she doesn't know about his mission, so she doesn't know that he needs to get her to be an Imperial scholar.
Right. That gives a perfect perspective for characters to basically give commentary on what the others are doing and really get them to do a double take. Because, if Yor was aware of the mission, it would be a different kind of conversation.
Totally.
Right? But, hey, maybe the mission isn't actually, as important, or you don't want to place it as being more important than Anya in this case, right?
Yeah, and another thing that's really cool to bring this into like a real-life kind of parent situation here, there's a lot of times where parents try to rush their kids, basically.
Oh, sure.
And basically, you should get this by now. You need to get this by tomorrow. And it was at that point that then Anya was like she really started to worry, because it wasn't that she's like, oh, I need to figure this out. It's like, oh, no, you need to figure this out by tomorrow. Then that sense of panic sets in of, oh, God, I have a time limit here. And that's something I think that parents really mistake a lot with kids is putting time pressures on things that aren't necessarily important to have time pressures on them. Now, this is an education setup here, so, context is important. But in some cases, the fact that she needs to study like this specific thing right now, maybe not. Maybe
Right.
you focus on another aspect of math, something there, and you build up
Sure.
to that. There's a lot of discussion that you could get into around, parenting, tricks of the trade, basically. But that is something that you're not good at,
Right.
Lloyd. So maybe remember that if you're going to teach in this instance here, you need to be willing to be taught.
Yep.
And then also then learn as much as you can about what it means to be a parent in these contexts.
And yours was very helpful there. But we also got some stuff with this episode, specifically yours brother at the very end.
Yeah.
Found out that, wait, my sister's married? Yeah.
I love that this is now the next stage of things because we didn't have a new character really to introduce this episode. So we took a character that we had been made aware of exists for a while now. But now we're getting formally introduced to him. It's through the context of a secret being revealed.
Right.
Which is such a cool kind of, I would say, structural thing for this story is to constantly release little secrets and have that build the tension and or the comedy through the story in that regard, because so much of the story is built around secrets being kept.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's very fun.
And when he goes to confront them, Yor will have the thing that she tells him.
Right.
But then Lloyd will also have the thing that Yor doesn't even know about.
Exactly.
There's this mission, and oh my God, her brother knows that we just got married, and what do we tell him? And
he's working for the rival government. Therefore, we're in a situation here where he's technically the enemy in terms of Lloyd's mission. So it needs to be very, very careful.
Oh, yeah.
It's very much the, yes, I've got this gig going on here, but the in-laws are actually with the law. Oh, no, our thing is going to get exposed here if they look too closely.
Yep. And even if he just hears about because of the situation, I didn't want to make you worry and stuff, so I ended up deciding to get married to this guy or fake get married to this guy.
For sure.
That could totally be something where he's then like, wait, what? Like, then he gets even more suspicious of Lloyd because he's like, hold on.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, what's going on? Is my sister being taken advantage of? Or, or any number of things, right?
Yeah.
But then that could also be an opportunity for him to then need to, like, vet Lloyd and get close to him, and then Lloyd needs to show that, like, no, I really do care about your sister. You know, like, I don't know.
I think Yuri being involved is going to advance the relationship of Yor and Lloyd in a very fun way, because I do want them to actually be like in love with each other and kind of fall for each other.
Yep,
because
absolutely.
They're both so adorably goofy and
they really
wonderful.
Are. Yeah, and the bit of Yor basically being like, I'm not sure if I should interfere here. And I'm really glad that she said that in kind of like her awkward blurting it out kind of way.
Right.
And then Lloyd's able to be like, no, you're
family.
Right. You're family. You're the mother of the Forger family. Yeah. That was awesome.
So, all right. Let's have next episode. Yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.